we're going to do picks of the week.
This is our picks of the week.
All right, so first up, James, what do you got for your pick of the week?
Well, there's a lot of good matchups next week, but there's something I don't know if everybody's really watching, are the Packers-Vikings game on Sunday.
Great game. It's going to be a good
Should
game.
be really even.
Big
Should be
divisional
really close.
game right out of the gate.
Well, thing is, big day for Aaron Rodgers, because he's got
Jordan Love.
Big
but
game.
breathing
for
down
Aaron
his
Rodgers.
neck. This is a prove it year for Aaron, so we'll see how that goes.
He's going to set the the league on fire this
And that's
year.
a hungry Vikings defense.
That is. Both
Yeah.
teams have a lot to prove this year because they're both like a couple years ago were the top teams, were game away from making it to the
That's always a
Super
tight
Bowl.
division,
That's
too.
a tight division. I think that's going to be a big game, big seasons for those guys. Yeah, that's going to be a fun one to watch. What time are the Patriots playing? At 1?
Yep.
Let me check.
So that's we're not gonna be able to see that game. Yeah,
Luck game.
too bad. I Red Zone. We'll watch it on Red Zone. Danny, what do we got?
I'm going to take the Cardinals-49ers game. Kyler Murray has D-Hop to play with now, so I really want to see how that offense kind of runs. Fitz becomes more of a safety blanket type receiver. I think Kyler's going to take that next jump. We've had this trend of Mahomes, second-year MVP, Lamar, second-year MVP. Kyler Murray, watch out, guys. Year 2. Who knows?
Now the thing about Kyler Murray though, with the second-year MVPs, is the first year the quarterback barely plays,
And he has a full season
he has
under
a
his
full
belt.
season under his belt. So maybe he has an even bigger year. I don't know. They're both kind of
He
the
has
same
the weapons, he has the team, and I think it's really up to him. It's really up to him.
run.
He
He's
has
a
no
run first
excuses
guy.
now.
I don't know. Should be good.
The question becomes Cardinals. How are they defensively? Because as far as I know, they're average, if not low.
I was going to say, I think they're kind of run-of-the-mill defense.
Because the 49ers
If they can stop the 49ers
are
defense,
so
first of all,
strong,
is
and
good.
so I guess you could say
they had
They have
some
so many
close
options
games last year,
offensively.
though.
Yeah.
Cardinals
Yeah.
and the 49ers got in some shootouts last year.
that's the thing. It's just going to be a slinging competition. It's going to be high
Defense.
scoring.
Really,
Yeah.
the first
first
stop may decide that game.
Oh yeah.
The other thing, defense is so good. Dave Griffin took him in the 5th round. Does he not?
God.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a good game. Super Bowl. They just lost the Super Bowl. A lot to prove for them too. I'm hoping Raheem Mostert is kind of like the certified back in their backfield now this year. They got rid of the 2 guys that would. Well, no, Tevin Coleman's
Oh.
still there. Or is he? Is Tevin Coleman
They
still
still
there?
have Coleman, yeah.
They still have Coleman, and they got rid of Brady.
Yeah, because Brady went to
Brady went
Miami.
to Miami.
Yeah.
So now I think Mostert is kind of like the main back there. So it's going to be interesting to see how he does, being close to every down back. I like that. And I also like the Cardinals, see what D-Hop does year 1 with a new quarterback. Similar quarterback styles between Watson and Kyler, both running kind of quarterbacks. So that's going to be a good game to watch. My pick of the week is Bucks versus Saints.
Another
Saints,
huge division.
huge
yeah.
division game. Every game's going to be important in that division because they're so
Tight.
tight.
That's going
There's
to be
so
the
many-
most watched game of the weekend.
Oh, easily.
It's a 4. I hope it's a.
It's a 4:30 game, 4:25.
I hope it's a national game.
It has to
um,
be.
Yeah, no, it has to be.
I think
There's no way.
Yeah, it
Fox
has to
have
be.
that?
Probably Fox.
I think it is Fox.
Yeah, I just think first of all, I'll say I think the Saints are going to win Week 1. Shock the world with that.
Wow.
I think
Tom
Saints
Brady's
will-
first game goes down in an L.
Yeah,
Damn.
goes in an L. I just don't have. I think the Bucks are going to win. First of all, if it was away, now I guess with no fans, I guess it doesn't matter.
That takes away the whole gimmick
takes
of the Superdome.
Yeah, I have a feeling first game, the defense, I'm not totally sold on in the Bucks. I know they have a decent defense, not sold on it. I'm just short camp with Brady with his new guys. Brady usually has a slow start to the season every year, like the Patriots do in general, but he usually has a slow start in September anyway, coming against a hungry Drew Brees, MT. Alvin Kamara is hungry because he's playing for that contract and he's ticked off that he can't get a big deal in.
Taysom Hill.
Taysom Hill, you just got a ton of money.
Oh, my God. Huge contract for
Huge
him.
contract for a backup quarterback.
Well, to be fair, he plays like 10 positions.
That's
so.
true. He's a Swiss Army knife. But I think the Saints are going to come in. I bet they'll be the underdog in that game.
I think
And
they are. Can you hit that? See if a line comes up.
I don't think the line comes
I'll
up.
See if I can find it. Keep going.
I think the Saints are going to shock the world and beat Tampa. I'm not saying Tampa's going to stink for this year, but I think they're obviously they're going to be good, but I think that they're going to come out and win Week 1. Going to be a big one. I don't recommend picking them in survivor pools if anyone's doing a survivor pool, but
the bigger factor is going to be if the Bucks are able to use a running game against the Saints. Because you can rely on Brady for the throwing game, but I think it's one of the first times Brady's going to have an actual running game behind him with like a plethora of running backs to choose from. So we're going to have to see if they can use that effectively.
New Orleans is a 3.5-point favorite.
Really?
Wow.
I'm surprised. Then I'm going with the house.
I don't know. I think it's... I'm 50-50 either way, to be honest with you.
Bucks
they both
plus
have...
3.5. I might take that.
I think that I have doubts in Tampa Bay. They haven't done it yet.
Over-under is 49. I take the over on that.
Yeah, I take the over on that.
NFC South shootout. I take the over on that.
But yeah, that's my pick. Saints. So we got Saints,
Cardinals,
and who you picking? I don't think you said who you. I think you just picked the picks of the week. I think
we kind of got going. I'm gonna pick the Packers over the Vikings.
I like it. A little away game.
If Aaron doesn't, I don't think it's an option.
I have a lot of faith. I have a lot of faith in him. I think that's a good pick. I like those are three of the best games. We'll mention too. We got to mention because we're in New England. Pats Dolphins. I think it's no surprise here that I think we'd all pick the Patriots to win that game. I think right. Everyone's going Patriots. Like I said, I think this is going to be a big game to see how we're going to do. A year ago, actually, I think it was a year ago on Saturday. I could be wrong on this. Maybe it was a week off or a couple weeks off. A year ago today, I know we signed Antonio Brown, and we were like, we're going to win the Super Bowl. And I think a year ago Saturday
kicked the absolute shit out of the Dolphins.
Down
in Miami.
Down in Miami with Antonio Brown. What a year makes. So I think it's going to be another prove-it year. We'll see how Cam does his first week
for
one.
Cam to play for week one.
Yeah, that's a good.
Yeah,
that's a good
absolutely.
Get your bearings, but don't sleep on the Dolphins.
In Foxborough or down in Miami?
It's in Foxborough.
Okay.
I believe. Yeah, it's in Foxborough.
Because I know I really worry about the Patriots in that Miami Heat, so I really didn't want that.
But I don't sleep on Miami's defense.
No,
they
no.
Really
especially with Flores at the helm.
And
it might not be a top 10 team, but you can't just walk over.
Yeah, and they just signed all the Patriots defensive guys to come play for them.
On the other side of the ball, it'll be huge for the Patriots defense to see what we have with all of our guys gone.
Right.
So it's going to come down to a lot of the second year and rookies to really step up and see what we have.
We'll see how Fitzmagic does week one.
Yeah, that's going to be big too. I mean, he carved us up last year, week 17.
Yeah.
So
and we got Tua. You get to maybe you'll see. I don't think we'll see Tua.
We won't see Tua.
But he just got the backup position.
Because they released Rosen.
That's kind of
he went to the Bucks.
Yeah, Rosen went to the Bucks too. Everyone's going to the Bucks.
So I'm just saying, look out for Winnow to get Defensive Player of the Year.
Really?
Big take right there.
Big take. I like the rookie too, Duggar. Whatever his name is,
was that
the safety.
The D2 kid?
Yeah,
round?
I like him too. I think he's D3. Isn't D2? D2? D3? D2.
I can't remember.
Definitely not D3.
He wasn't D1. That's all I know.
Definitely not
Because
D1.
I made a huge fit about that during the draft.
But I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited for football to be back. As much as I love, and I think James is in agreement, as long as we love all sports, but football is like always has a special place in our heart, and it's like exciting to have that back in our lives. So, week one starts Thursday. Not a game we chose, but
that's going to be
going to be Watson versus Mahomes. It's going to be a good matchup as well.